Tonight on 2020. Stars, scars, and showbiz kids. It's not the celebs they want, it's their kids.
Stop taking pictures!
A different kind of family album, one the paparazzi took.
You're at a school where children go. Turn it off.
Let's say the shot of Halle Berry and her kid is going to get you 100 grand.
I'll take the shot. I'll take 2 shots.
But some celebs are cashing in on their kids, selling their baby pictures, even sonograms to the highest bidder.
A lot of people are like, oh, you sold those photos, which is true. I made some money.
A price on their heads. Plus, remember Anna Nicole Smith? Her 6-year-old daughter doesn't.
They judged Danny Lynn and me based on the way Anna died.
But baby daddy Larry Burkhead is letting her follow in mom's footsteps as a guest model.
Is it exploitation? Are you milking the Anna image this way?
Model child. And Shirley MacLaine, a movie star winning awards, except for being a good mother, says her daughter Sashi Parker.
Did she choose being a movie star over you? She absolutely did.
How would you like to have Joan Crawford for a mother?
Mommy undearest? Tonight, they're born in the spotlight, for better or worse. Here's Elizabeth Vargas and David Muir.
Good evening, and yes, you did just hear a new name, David Muir, familiar to all of us at ABC News, but a very welcome addition to those of us here at 2020.
And what a thrill for me to be part of the 2020 family. And appropriate enough because that's what we're talking about tonight, family. In particular, showbiz families and the children of the stars.
It is one thing for a grown-up celebrity to be hounded by the paparazzi, but it's quite another when you hear little 6-year-olds crying out, "Stop taking our pictures." Here's Nick Watt with the story.
Get back, guys. Get back.
That scared little pink bundle is Suri Cruz. Just 6 years old, she is prime paparazzi prey. These days, celebrity kids are everywhere. On our TVs, in our magazines. Which ones look like their parents? Who's the cutest? Wow, aren't they stylish? Is that one a pawn in a messy breakup?
Jason, take you in a movie.
This is the high price celebrity kids are paying for inherited fame, for being born into Hollywood family business.
They haven't decided to become a famous person, so you can't do that to them.
Stop taking pictures!
And most of these kids really, really hate it.
How's it going, Travis?
Like Landon, the son of Blink 182 drummer Travis Barker.
Stop it! I'm not kidding!
When I walk up to school with my son and there are cameramen following me, he has a relationship with the camera that's antagonistic. His class pictures for 2 years have been this. And I think it's a shame for him.
This is totally illegal in, say, England or France, but it is totally legal here in the United States. It's a First Amendment right.
Why are we not protecting those children from the psychological damage, that the harassment, the sense of persecution?
Back up. Some celebrity mums are fighting back. That right there is Julia Roberts chasing down a paparazzo from the school gates.
You can turn your video camera off because I'm going to talk to you about the fact that you're at a school where children go. Turn it off.
She is awesome.
Ben, how was you guys' dinner?
Dads are involved too. Cue Ben Affleck.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Every day, a dozen photographers follow the Affleck family wherever they go. His daughters beg for this to stop.
But if a 6-year-old is saying, please don't take my photograph, the paparazzi will not listen to that child and will continue taking the photograph.
They'll take the photograph.
They'll take the photograph.
They'll take the photograph. Because it tells a story.
Ricardo Mendoza is an LA paparazzo on the celeb beat 7 days a week. He says he would not, for example, snap Halle Berry dropping her kids off at school. But just wait till you hear why.
The financial gain that I'm not going to get out of that It's not worth the hassle of hearing her yell at me.
The pic, he says, is worth only $250.
Okay, but let's say the shot of Halle Berry and her kid was going to get you 100 grand.
I'll take the shot in a heartbeat. I'll take 2 shots.
And Mendoza says he's one of the nicer guys lurking in the bushes. He never gets closer than 5 or 6 feet, and he's friendly. We rolled with him around LA for an afternoon. Fishing, he calls it. And within minutes, a catch.
There's Kelly Osbourne right there.
Osbourne, where?
Right there, in the
A celebrity child, although Kelly Osbourne is almost grown up.
Hi, Kelly.
Within hours, that snap was in the Daily Mail. The process, well, a little weird for me.
I felt a bit shy to get out of the car.
Like you're not worthy of it almost.
No, it's more that just I just feel weird, like getting in someone's space.
Mendoza has a network of informants, valets, baristas, ladies who lunch, all on the lookout and calling in tips.
Where should I go? Should I go to Jones Street?
Actress Jenna Dewan, wife of Magic Mike star Channing Tatum, is doing yoga, and she's pregnant.
Pregnant's good, right?
Pregnant's good.
Soon more photographers arrive, 24 in all, but don't try to pap the paparazzi. And there she is. She's calm, but will she be so mellow with a baby in tow? But don't lose your temper because a celebrity having a meltdown.
Respect. Jesus.
That's the ultimate money shot.
What they're trying to do is provoke you. And if they do provoke you, they have won. And you have lost.
You're going to come at me and try to get a reaction? There's my reaction. We're all good.
How do you feel when you're 5 or 6 feet away from somebody, taking photographs of them, and you know that they are not enjoying that experience and that they want you gone?
Personally, I feel like I'm still showing the mass market what they might want. And if it's not me, it's going to be that little Joe Schmo with the mobile camera. Those little smartphones now. Everyone's a paparazzi now. Good luck.
We, the public, buy these magazines, watch these TV shows. Is that the bottom line?
When we do public events, they are very welcome to come and work with us and take the picture in situations when we both agree to do something together.
But them running errands during the day or bringing their kid to school, I just don't think that's right.
Kevin Mazur, a celebrity photographer, the kind who gets invited inside, just made a documentary about the paparazzi. It's called Celebrity.
They're $50, $250. It's as much as $250,000.
It's like hitting a lottery for them. And that's why there's so many of them out there.
Mazur's advice, go the Beyonce and Jay-Z route. Release a photo spread of your kid. Undercut the paparazzi. Steal their exclusive.
Does that really work?
Yeah, nobody's going to go and buy pictures if they're already out there.
With such instant riches out there, will this ever stop?
I don't know that anything's going to change. I mean, every time I think we've reached our lowest, we seem to dig lower even.
There's so many outlets now to sell pictures of celebrity kids, and there's so much money to be made in it. You can't even argue with somebody about the ethics of it. It's not like a handbag, you know, he's a person.
Hate me for all you like. I'm the photographer. It's the general public. The general public craves it. They want to see it.
Mendoza has photographed his share of crotch shots and drunkenness and claims it is his duty to also show the family lives of celebrities. The public see celebrities as role models, he says, so the public must see the good as well as the bad.
I have to show the foundation of family. That's my defense, and that's the only one that I need.
You know, I kind of asked for this life and kind of knew that this is part of it. There's a price to fame. Now, are you willing to pay it?
Next, she was the queen of train wreck TV and over-the-top everything, Anna Nicole Smith.
Please, please, throw me some diamonds.
But now, is her little daughter being pushed too much to follow in her mom's image as a model?
Is it exploitation? Are you milking the Anna image this way?
In just a few weeks, you're going to see the launch of a major new ad campaign, a cute little girl modeling clothes for Guess Jeans. And guess who she is? The daughter of Anna Nicole Smith, the woman who was famous for being famous and for being a very grown-up guest model. It got some people wondering, though, is that a little too close for comfort, exposing the daughter to the very same spotlight that may have spelled doom for her mother? Here's Deborah Roberts.
Danny Lynn Burkhead's a bubbly 6-year-old who loves her teddy bear, pizza, and of course, Justin Bieber. It would all be so unremarkable, except for one remarkable thing. This striking little blonde is the daughter of the late Anna Nicole Smith, small-town stripper turned larger-than-life pinup and playmate. She went mainstream with those Guess ads and became notorious for marrying a billionaire oil tycoon 63 years her senior.
I hope you're watching. It's right here. Oh. And I love you.
When he died, her reputation as the ultimate gold digger was sealed.
Half of everything is mine. That was his promise to me.
Suddenly, there was endless fascination with this buxom blonde, dubbed the next Marilyn. Her reality show entertained.
I like fast men, and I like fast food.
Her slurred speech raised eyebrows.
He's freaking genius!
But it was that pregnancy announcement that shocked.
Let me stop all the rumors. Yes, I am pregnant.
Sparking a paternity dispute more convoluted than a soap opera. The drama, her lawyer, ex-boyfriend, trainer, and Zsa Zsa Gabor's husband? A bizarre game of who's your daddy.
So you are the father?
Yes, sir. That's my baby. That she looks like me. She is mine, and there was not a doubt.
Sometimes I'm a bad boy, yeah.
But then, tragedy.
Anna Nicole Smith, her private nurse found her Thursday afternoon.
What killed Anna Nicole Smith?
At 39, Smith overdoses on prescription drugs, dying alone in a hotel suite just 5 months after her daughter's birth. The media frenzy was insane, and the multi-million-dollar question, who was Danny Lynn's father? Larry Burkhead never doubted the truth, but it would take a DNA test before the world knew it, too.
I told you so.
6 years after the tabloid circus, Larry has made a controversial call. Danny Lynn is the new face of the Guess Kids line. Some critics charge she's following in her mom's stilettos. Larry calls it unfair.
David Beckham's kid didn't she? Angelina Jolie's kids are in a new movie coming out, and really nobody says anything about that. And that's because they judge Danny Lynn and me based on the way Anna died.
He says he's devoted to giving his little girl a normal life.
Well, there she goes.
There she goes.
In their home outside Louisville, Kentucky.
Very good. You're set, baby.
Oh, wait, now. No double dipping.
A single dad, Larry does it all. Driving his first grader to school every day, tucking her into bed each night.
What kind of a dad are you?
I think part of me struggles to be the cool dad, and then part of me wants to be the disciplinarian, but it's hard flipping that switch because she's at the age now where she knows how to push my buttons. Uh-oh, we don't smack, Dad. We don't smack. No.
He's part hairstylist.
She wanted a fish braid, but I wasn't any good at that, was I? This is not my favorite of all the responsibilities.
Part wardrobe consultant.
I thought I was bad with my shoes. Oh my gosh. This is a little girl's dream. Is she spoiled?
She used to be spoiled. I'll tell you where I have the problem is the clothes, the kids' clothes. A part of me overcompensates because she doesn't have a mom, but I am working on it.
But the hardest part of his job? Explaining what happened to Mommy.
There's days at school where she'll come home and she'll just blurt out and start crying, I want my mom. And you know, after you kind of turn the corner and wipe your tears, or you say, I want her to, but you have a special mom and she's an angel. Then it got to, well, if mom's in the clouds, you know, when you're on an airplane, why can't I get out and play with my mom? So then you say, oh, your mom's in heaven because the doctors couldn't fix her.
But it's not only her mom's tragic death he'll have to explain. In the age of Google and YouTube, Anna Nicole's sordid past lives on.
It's very expensive to be me. I mean, it's terrible.
What will you say to her about the not so pleasant details of her mom's life?
I will use things as a cautionary tale. But right now, every little girl has a vision of their mom being, this hero to them. She doesn't have that. She has,
It's tough, huh?
I try to make her mom have a presence in some way that she can understand.
A present seen all over their home. Pictures of Anna Nicole fill Danny Lynn's bedroom. And downstairs, a sort of shrine.
What does she think of the dress in this picture of her mom?
She wants to know how tall she has to be before she can wear it. The pictures around the house, they represent what my idea of what her mom would be to her.
Beautiful, lively.
But this same woman he remembers so fondly caused him deep pain and shame. She deserted him, fleeing to the Bahamas. He had to watch the birth of his child on Entertainment Tonight.
I'm freaking out.
Anna, this is good.
Oh my God,
baby. You had loved this woman, but before she died, she really stuck it to you.
She did. There's nothing good about holding a grudge. I have a big job to do.
A job raising a little girl whose mom's image is very much alive, still plastered on Guess shopping bags.
Who do you see in her most? Anna? You? Both?
I think she looks a lot like me. I think she has her mom's eyebrows and her mom's smile.
And clearly her mom's big personality.
She tends to be a little stubborn. She shops like her mom. Daddy that, and and I said, that was her mom.
Please, please, throw me some diamonds.
And next week, another similarity. Danny Lynn's the new face of the Guess Kids line.
If she doesn't get any other way to connect with her mom in life, and she has that picture of her mom as a Guess model, and she has hers as a Guess model beside it, she might look back and say, we did something together, in a way,
How did she enjoy it? What was it like with
she
her on the
loved
set?
It was literally a day at the beach for her. I mean, she's rolling in the sand and smiling and giggling. And
is it exploitation? Are you milking the Anna image this way?
Well, if that was the case, we could have done a lot more things. Whatever money that Danny Lynn gets from the modeling, it's hers. It goes in her account.
Is it a big account? Does she get a big contract?
Well, I can't say that.
Decent contract?
I can just say, that it really wasn't about the money. We were okay. Let me show you pictures of your mom.
Maybe more than okay, even though the Supreme Court ruled Danny Lynn would never see a penny of that $500 million from Anna's late husband's estate.
She doesn't have some big inheritance.
No, she didn't get a big inheritance. And people think I've got child support from Anna's estate. I've not gotten one penny.
Yet Larry has sold some of Anna's possessions. Her LA home recently went for close to $2 million, all going to Danny Lynn. Some estimates say this little girl is worth close to $10 million.
Does she know she's famous?
Well, she knows that there's interest because of who her mom was. She'll stick her tongue out at Paparazzi or two and play with them. It's kind of a different existence, but it's all she's really known, since she's been a little baby. I want her to find her way and just be there to guide her, that's all.
Next, on screen, she's famous for playing mothers. But what kind of mother was Shirley MacLaine off screen?
She is a force to be reckoned with. What mother forgets her daughter?
So what is it like to grow up as the only child of one of the most famous and respected actresses in the world, Shirley MacLaine? Well, it's not all terms of endearment, according to her daughter, Sachi.
No more hangers!
Mommy Dearest is the classic movie about what it was like growing up as the daughter of a Hollywood star. Joan Crawford is the caricature of the mother no one would want.
Yes, Mommy Dearest.
Now the spotlight is on another Hollywood icon parenting skills, Shirley MacLaine. Her look-alike daughter, Sachi Parker, writes about her childhood in a new book, Lucky Me, My Life With and Without My Mom, Shirley MacLaine.
Shirley MacLaine is bigger than life. She is a force to be reckoned with, and she's big in everything she does. She's big in eating an ice cream sundae.
From War and Peace, Downton.
Now starring in the global sensation Downton Abbey, MacLaine at one time was a triple threat who sang, danced, and acted, and went on to win an Oscar.
I deserve this, thank you.
For her portrayal as a mother who has a love-hate relationship with her daughter in terms of endearment.
Why should I be happy about being a grandmother?
But MacLaine's real-life daughter, Sachi, says that despite the glamour, her childhood wasn't a fantasy, but more of a nightmare.
Your mother was absent most of your life.
Yes, she was. She was very absent. I was very lonely, definitely, and I still struggle with abandonment issues and loneliness.
She was always happy to see you for about 4 hours, and then suddenly you became an intolerable burden.
Ah, Mom.
4 hours? That was the time limit?
Pretty much, yeah.
As a young child, Sachi was sent to Japan to live with her father, Shirley's husband, businessman Steve Parker.
You didn't go by yourself when you were 2.
Yes, I did.
You were in an airplane by yourself when you were 2 years old to Japan?
Yes. It was a propeller airplane in those days where it took a couple of days, I believe.
Well, who took care of you?
The stewardesses on the flight.
Going up?
No, excuse me.
MacLaine remained in Los Angeles making movies. She spoke to Barbara Walters in 1990 about how her career came first.
And I was not about to give up my work. No, I saw my mother suppress her own creativity. I wasn't going to let that happen to me.
Sachi says she looked forward to the little time she did spend with her mother, holidays and a few weeks during the summer.
I missed her all year.
But she lived primarily with her father, who she says was verbally abusive.
You said, he had a special nickname for me, the idiot. He obviously had little respect for my intellect, and he would never let me read. I don't know why. That's pretty harsh.
It is harsh. That is harsh to be called an idiot. It's a definite source of pain for me, still.
MacLaine and Parker had an open marriage and saw each other just 2 or 3 times a year.
When we married each other, we recognized neither of us wanted a conventional marriage. We did not want to be tied down.
And neither of them were. Sachi says while her father lived a lavish lifestyle, she was often left home alone. Yuki Banks is a childhood friend.
Sachi would call me because she was all alone. And I said, "Where's your dad?" "I don't know where he is. I'm all alone."
The pattern of neglect would continue when, as a young teen, Parker was at a boarding school in Europe. One Christmas, she says, neither of her parents showed up when the school closed to take her home.
Where were your parents? Where was your mother?
I don't know. I laugh now, but I have to say, at the time, it was very scary. I was literally stranded, and I did not know how I was going to make it through the night.
How old were you?
I was 14.
By yourself?
Yes.
No idea where your parents are?
No
and
idea.
They have no idea where you are?
No idea.
And it's Christmas?
That's right.
Seeing her distress, some kind strangers took Sachi in for 2 weeks.
Did you say anything to your mom when you finally spoke to her? Like, Mom?
I did not, because I was really brainwashed by the Japanese culture, but really by my father, never to inconvenience people.
Or cause any kind of trouble. Once, MacLaine was upset, Sachi says, when she and her friend Yuki couldn't find their airplane tickets.
And she had already decided that Yuki and I had cashed them in for money. So she put us in separate rooms and interrogated both of us. I remember just the feeling of being starving, being locked in the hotel room and just having the tap water.
I was really scared. I thought, oh my gosh, I am so glad this person is not my mother.
Saatchi says she recognizes her mother in this clip from the movie Postcards from the Edge.
I came from nothing, and I made something out of my life. I think you should just get over what happened to you in your adolescence. It is time to move on.
Unable to afford college, Saatchi worked as a maid, a waitress, and for 4 years as a flight attendant, still wishing for a connection with her mother.
I would look up and the in-flight movie would be the turning point. She was right there and I would just yearn for her, and yet it was a movie.
Saatchi wanted to be in movies herself, but she says her mother did little to help. She did appear in Back to the Future.
Who is that guy?
And Star Trek: The Next Generation.
He's missing 3 costal struts on one side.
But her career never took off.
What's the matter?
In 1986, she and her mother made a Diet Pepsi commercial together.
Oh, Mom, I really wanted that job.
Listen, when one door closes, another door opens. I always learn more from my failures than I did from my success.
That's kind of her. Perhaps she wrote the script. I don't know.
In the mid-'80s, Shirley MacLaine took an otherworldly detour from acting and became a best-selling author of New Age books, proclaiming her belief in reincarnation and UFOs. It was during that period that Saatchi says MacLaine told her that Steve Parker was not her father, but actually a clone of her real father, Paul, who was orbiting in space.
That story is so crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, who believes a story like that?
She does and did.
I mean, most people would say somebody believing that has a screw loose, to be honest.
I choose to believe that she was wide-eyed and so full of wonder.
Saatchi says she tried to make her mother see that Parker wasn't a clone, but rather a con man. And when MacLaine discovered the truth, she divorced Parker after 28 years of marriage.
So tell me why you decided to write this book. It's not a very favorable portrait of Shirley MacLaine.
I hope that she will see the positive in it.
Saatchi is a divorced mother with 2 teenage children who she says rarely see their grandmother and know her mostly through old pictures. Saatchi still wishes for that happy Hollywood ending with her own mother.
Our whole lives are ahead of us there. I find myself wanting to protect her so badly because I so love her. And yet the pain is very deep. I would hope that she would own it and apologize.
Think that'll ever happen?
I hope so.
We did contact Shirley MacLaine to see what she had to say about specific allegations in her daughter's book, and the answer we received was no comment.
We should also add that Saatchi Parker also has not heard back from her mom. We do know she sent her a copy of the book with a note that said, "I love you." Shirley MacLaine is traveling, and so far there's been no "I love you" back.
And if you'd like to read the book for yourself, you can when it hits stores on February 7th. We'll be right back.
Next, these stars sold pictures of their babies, but now there's an even bigger game in town, selling pictures of the sonogram.
How much is the ultrasound worth?
But who's gonna win the real battle of the bulge this summer, Kim Ye or Kate Middleton?
How much would an exclusive photo of Kate Middleton with her baby go for?
I'm gonna faint.
2020 continues with stars, scars, and showbiz kids. Here now, Chris Connolly.
Straight ahead, faceless right here.
These ladies have never been bigger in public estimation. The sight of them with child and rocking the red carpet makes everyone smile. For one couple, the business of the bump began with this shout-out by rapper Kanye West at a concert in Atlantic City.
Can you make some noise for my baby mama real quick while she leaves?
That would be girlfriend reality goddess Kim Kardashian. Think tabloid media are psyched about the baby known as Kim Ye? There's talk of a 7-figure fee for a photo. Not of the newborn, just of the ultrasound.
How much is the ultrasound worth?
The ultrasound, if it can be proven to be Kim Kardashian's, is probably worth $1 million worldwide.
chump change compared to what Frank Griffin of the paparazzi photo agency Bauer Griffin thinks the first real Kimye pictures could bring in July.
So how much would a photo of Kim Kardashian's baby go for?
We're talking worldwide now, 2 to 5 million.
Deal or no deal, it could be just the tip of Kim's baby bump business. A chance after that 72-day marriage debacle.
Baby, you're my wife.
How weird is that?
Shown on her E! Channel wedding special to reboot her relatability and really cash in. Joe Piazza is the author of Celebrity Incorporated, How the Stars Make Money.
I think that the Kimye baby could be the most profitable baby since the Jolie Pitt twins, which will make this baby a multi-million-dollar baby.
It's a lesson some families have learned over time. In the summer of 1980, Jessica Simpson's father, Joe, wanted to photograph her birth, so he brought a camera right into the delivery room.
And the doctor said, I really like that lens. We didn't have any money because we didn't have any insurance. No. So I traded him the lens for Jessica's birth.
32 years later, an all-grown Jessica Simpson gave birth to her first child. Maxwell Drew Johnson weighed in at 9 pounds 3 ounces. And thanks to this People magazine cover photo session, a reported $800,000 in earnings.
They sold the baby. That's how we talk about it in the trade.
Magazines won't confirm the numbers, but Forbes reports $6 million was paid for J-Lo's twins, $3 million for a Matthew McConaughey baby, $1.5 million for Christina Aguilera's issue, $11 million to $15 million to charity for shots of Knox and Vivienne, Brad and Angelina's twin bundles of joy. But just selling photos of your babies is so 2 trimesters ago.
The value in a celebrity baby isn't just monetary, but it's also improving a celebrity's brand.
Jessica's transition from bombshell to motherhood offered new possibilities for her expanding business empire.
She made money by getting this Weight Watchers endorsement where she lost all of her baby weight.
The estimated $3 to $4 million deal hit a bump of its own, though.
Because I'm having another baby.
A lot of moms are having 2 kids in a row, so this makes Jessica so much more relatable.
TV star and Playboy model Kendra Wilkinson shocked Reality Nation in 2009 with her transition from Hugh Hefner's Girls Next Door.
We can actually listen to the heart rate here.
To mom-to-be.
And then it turned out to be good for business.
Yeah, whew, let me tell you, it was the best thing I could have done for my business, was get pregnant. No, just kidding.
She's refocused her brand on marriage to ex-footballer Hank Baskett and life as mother of little Hank, now 3. From Kendra on Top to best-selling books to products like Love Candy, a marital aid that fuses her party girl persona with her new reality.
It just so happens I have a family.
All commemorated in photos on the wall that tell more than one story.
This was like 2 or 3 days after giving birth to my son, and OK Magazine came in and took these photos. You know, it's just true happiness. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, you sold those photos, which is true. I made some money, but that wasn't the only reason why.
Look who hopes to follow that from here to maternity business model.
Look how small he's gonna be.
Reality TV star Snooki.
I'm pregnant. You ready for this?
When you describe what you are or what you do for a living, what words do you use?
I'm a certified nut job, or an entertainer, but I'm not that party girl like I used to be.
The Snooki and JWoww series revealed this week that transition can be a little painful.
I know. You're doing great. Here we go, a little more,
But her baby Lorenzo with her fiance Gianni shows that for Nicole Snooki Polizzi, there's life after Jersey Shore.
You pee in Daddy's face? Instead of me, like, thinking about, okay, what am I gonna do tonight? What club am I gonna go to? What am I gonna drink? I'm more like, okay, what am I gonna put Lorenzo in tonight? Like, what kind of jammies is he gonna wear?
His mother's line as she puts some branded baby gear on sale.
I actually made baby Snooki slippers. So babies can have their little slippers, and then baby blankets I have. So then I started with the animal prints and then the neons.
Neon?
Uh-huh.
The most anticipated baby of all is due in July, when Prince William and Kate Middleton will welcome their first child, a future king or queen.
They'll organize it, they'll have the baby photographs taken. She could do what Diana did and just walk to the doorstep.
How much would an exclusive photo of Kate Middleton with her baby go for?
I'm gonna faint. I don't think I could put a price on it. Between 10 and 50, I would imagine. Yeah, 50 million.
Alas, there'll be no such payout for the royal couple, nor will the new heir be bumping up any enterprising paparazzo's bank accounts.
What are the odds that a photographer...
None whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Next, what's in a name? Maybe a career. It's worked for Will Smith's kids. But is it always a foot in the door?
Best thing my dad ever did is get me a tan, you know?
'20 continues. Here's Cecilia Vega.
Trying to make it big in Hollywood? Watch out. The road to success can be a bumpy one, even if you've got the passion and the pedigree.
Rumor Willis tried very hard to capitalize on having two very famous parents.
The 24-year-old actress with mom's chiseled jaw and dad's intensity has tried to walk the walk.
She walked a lot of red carpets. She just really didn't break into the mainstream.
Putting that rumor aside for a moment, there's no denying a celebrity mom or dad can be a huge asset.
When your last name is Kravitz, people are going to pay more attention to you than if your last name was Johnson.
So what's in a name? Just ask the Smiths. 15-year-old Jaden became the Karate Kid in no time after pairing with his famous dad in the pursuit of happiness. 12-year-old daughter Willow is no slouch either, with a top 5 hit on her resume.
The best thing my dad ever did is get me a tan, you know?
Ashley Hamilton, son of the legendary bronzed actor George Hamilton and stepson of rocker Rod Stewart, knows all about how famous family members can shape your future.
I think anybody who says it doesn't open the door is lying.
But Ashley's story, like any good Hollywood drama, is filled with twists and turns. At 17, he beat out 200 actors for a lead role and thought he was on his way to fame and fortune. Instead, the work slowed, insecurity and anxiety took hold, and there were drugs, lots of drugs, and public shame. Are you being judged as George Hamilton's son on top of it?
Any second-generation Hollywood person is going to get that, you know, that's going to come up.
Still upbeat, Ashley has a chance to prove himself again. He landed a coveted role in the upcoming Iron Man 3.
You feel like the pressure is greater because of your last name.
The bar is raised that much higher, you know, like you're being watched that much more.
When you're the child of Hollywood royalty, jealousy often comes with the territory. Craig and Damian Dante Wayans can relate.
I heard it, definitely, to my face. Yeah.
What do they say?
You only got it because you a Wayans.
Their famous uncles like Keenan, Marlon, and Damon parlayed their colorful brand of comedy into big bucks.
The title alone gets 2 snaps up.
But this next generation of Wayans, with their new comedy on BET, understands the challenges they face while still capitalizing on that family name.
I go in for an audition, and literally they thought Marlon was gonna be the guy coming in. So all you can hear through the casting wall was, "This is the wrong Wayans. This is the wrong one."
For some up-and-coming actors, there's an easy fix to the problem. Use a different name. Susan Sarandon's daughter is making a name for herself as Eva Amuri. And we found this clip in the ABC archives, which proves actress Mamie Gummer has never traded in on her famous and proud mom's name.
Hi, I'm Meryl Streep, and this is Mamie and Gracie Gummer, and we're from Salisbury, Connecticut. We'd like to say good morning, America. Oh, God. Good morning, America.
But others go with a name that already stands out in the bright lights.
I don't think that Connor Cruise would necessarily be getting the parts that he's getting in movies if he weren't Tom Cruise's son.
Here's a story that does not have a Hollywood ending. Meet Sam Fox, the son of Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan. Sam was actually on TV once before. It was for less than 3 seconds in a Spin City episode.
Okay, now I need a volunteer.
Not so fast, Shorty.
But for Sam, that was quite enough.
I never was really into acting or show business.
He was this year's Mr. Golden Globe.
Philanthropist Sam Fox.
An honor that has launched the careers of many Hollywood A-listers. But he did it as a lark.
You know what, Taylor Swift? You stay away from Michael J. Fox's son.
The 23-year-old will leave it to others to decide if he's crazy for not going into the family business or simply crazy like a fox.
That is our show for tonight. How was it, David?
Couldn't think of a better way to spend a Friday night if you'll have me back.
Oh, with pleasure. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend for everybody. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
I'm David Buer. I'll see you here this weekend for World News, and from all of us here at 2020, it's fun to say. Good night.